Hi everybody, Harry here from Purple Jam. I just thought I'd give us a little bit of an update on where we're going to be heading next as a company. We'll do like a big official launch thing in a couple of weeks to sort of more publicly state this. But for our mega fans who sit and listen to all our blogs, I thought I'd let you know what's going on in the world of Purple Jam. So I suppose the first bit of big news is that the next game we'll be launching will be episode 1 of a Dusklight story. So that will be the first level of the main game, as it's come to be known, featuring new stealth mechanics, new exposure mechanic, new narrative, intertwined narrative and gameplay style, and we'll do a video on that later on, and a whole new, far more in-depth combat system which we're currently developing. The design for the main game, thanks to the feedback we've received from A Detective's Demise and Sands of Eden, Audio Pong, as well as the sort of natural development changes that happen over the course of a game's production time, have been pretty substantial. We're now going to have a main protagonist in the game, whereas before the protagonist would be speechless. This was because in A Detective's Demise, you think one of the great real strong points of that game was the dialogue between the detective and the civilians, and the detective saying the menu options, and that generally really aided in feeling like you were sort of part of the world. We're also going to include a interact button to allow you to affect the world more freely. Basically, the majority of the feedback can come down to a couple of things. One is the combat system needs to be in depth, and that's great. I'm quite excited about diving further into programming all of that, and coming up with ways and means which them work. And two, that the world needs to feel like you can change things in it more and that they persist. An occasional criticism of A Detective's Demise has been like, it feels like a bit of a walking simulator. Which I mean, I don't think it does, but then I would say that because I was part of the person who made it. To get past that, we need to allow the player to, when they go up to something, I mean, ideally everything, that they can have some effect on it. So if it's a machine in the pumping station, they may be able to turn it on and off. If it's a radio, they may be able to change the dial. If it's if they come up to a guard, they should be able to attack the guard or sneak by the guard, or maybe even talk to the guard. So just far more interactability, and all of this is getting pushed into a Dusklight story. Now, as regards release strategy, this is a bit of an interesting thing, because initially we'd envisioned the game, on PC and Mac at least, as being one whole product. So you'd buy the game in full, and our Kickstarter backers would get it all in one go. Now, due to a variety of reasons, we now think it's better for us as a company and better for the fans of our games for us to release the game episodically. So level 1 is the first game, that's about an hour or so long. Level 2 is the second game, it's about an hour or so long, so on and so forth. And of course the Kickstarter backers will get access to all this for free. So you still get the full game, it'll just be released sequentially. And then once all of those episodes are out, we'll then do like a full sort of package for a little bit more money, and that will probably be the version that gets put on Steam, and itch and all of that. So that's it for this little update. I hope you have a great week, and probably talk to you on Thursday. All right.